What's up? I'm Kevin Thrasher.
My name is Christo, and we are the owners of UAC Management, which is an independent music company based in UK. When we established UAC Management, our main goal was to creating something unconventional, something that obviously concentrates on the process of developing proper and successful careers in the current constantly changing status of the music industry. But at the same time, we wanted to find our own way to do so. We didn't want to involve ourselves into exploiting already established tactics and tendencies. We want to make sure that we had our own way of achieving the results that we needed, basically.
Right.
So obviously we concentrate on management, but we cover pretty much every single aspect that is related to an artist's career. I would say that the most distinguishable aspect of our work is the fact that we understand the difference between the mentality of the artist and the way how it affects its professional career and development. We obviously concentrate of providing conventional services, as every participant in the music industry does, in terms of developing a professional cycle for activities and making sure that we're developing a sustainable career that can achieve a high level of monetization. But at the same time, the first thing that we concentrate on is the fact that we want to make sure that we develop the right mentality to the artist, that we are emphasizing on perfecting their craft, and they're reaching the full capacity and potential of their qualities before reaching for opportunities in the music industry. I would say that the most important aspects for developing a successful career in the music business nowadays is to understand the difference between popularity and sustainability, because obviously, and we know lots of these bands that are concentrating on the fact that they want to generate statistics, that they want to generate a certain amount of numbers in order to showcase their potential and relevancy in the music business. But in the end of the day, when it comes to developing a career for one of our clients, we want to make sure that we're developing a sustainable career, something that can be exploited in the long term, and something that can continuously provide positive ongoing results for the said artist, rather than trying to get ourselves involved in conventional methods and industry cycles that can eventually lead to certain short-term results, but can't guarantee the long-term success that we need to strive for. So I think nowadays it's very important for every artist to understand the significance of being imported into the music industry as part of the whole cycle. So obviously the artistic value and the artistic quality that he is providing with their work is incredibly important, but at the same time our role and our work is meant to use the capacity of this information and utilize it through well-developed strategies in the process of meeting the business standards and requirements. And we've talked about this a lot in terms of what are the best qualities that a band needs to possess nowadays in order to be successful. And I think it all starts with the self-assessment and being able to understand yourself as an artist and being capable of using your talents properly towards the right direction.
Yeah, I think it starts at strong material, great songs, and I think even bands building their own following at an early stage of their career and testing the songs out in front of a live audience can really help bring the band to have that self-awareness and know if their songs are connecting with people. I think a few other things a band can do to enable their careers or really set them off and set them apart from everyone else is to create original material and try to, really reach within themselves and try to find something that is true to them and not just try to be a copy of another artist or another brand, another thing that's already happening, because that's already been done.
Yeah.
I think it starts mainly at the music, and then from there we can take the artists and build their brand and help them really become a strong brand before sharing them with the media and fans and potential labels. I think in the early stages too, just being open-minded to changing and you know, us possibly giving you suggestions to try different routes. I mean, if you're going one way and you're releasing some music and you're releasing content and it's not really getting clicks and it's not, you know, really getting the attention of press and news, then maybe some of the music or content is just not good enough, and then maybe you just need to go back and just continue writing and creating new content to make yourself newsworthy.
And at the same time, you can't let yourself feel discouraged, you know, if your expectations are not being met, or if you're not getting the results that you expect to get, right? Because you know, you have to enjoy the development process. You have to be in the music industry for the sake of operating in there, right? And not necessarily trying to put a goal to your content in terms of meeting conventional standards.
Yeah, I think it's the self-reflection, really knowing what you're about and digging deep and, you know, trying to really define who you are as an artist and sticking to that. And I think some bands may fall short on you know, honestly, just very little effort in attention to detail on their logos, the name of the band. Comes down to the songs, the music, the sonic quality of how the songs are presented, and then down to your show. You know, is your band tight when they're playing live? Is everyone in tune? Are you playing to it with tracks and a click track? And you know, are you going to bring lights and have a backdrop? And I think all of these things, if you just take a real solid look at what you're doing, you can you know, really improve on your situation. And then I think that's when management, or you know, when you start getting your different team members involved with your band or business, they can help, you know, really spread the band and give sound advice in a helpful way, constructive criticism, and you know, help you get to the next stage of your career.
We want to make sure that every artist that we work with have the level of mentality and understanding that we need to, because the personal factor is very important for us. We don't want to work with people who don't necessarily have the right perception of the music industry, or not necessarily aware of what they want to achieve and how they want to achieve it. We need to work with people who are committed to the whole process and who are ready to dedicate themselves to this. And at the same time, people who are ready to respect our expertise and our advice too, because we are not a yes man people. Our work is not to tell people what they want to hear. Our work is to tell people what they need to hear in order to get better.